But I want you to choose which door to go through based on your faith.
What does this have to do with us leaving?
Everything.
All right, so back again. I just watched the movie Heretic with Hugh Grant as the evil bastard that is conniving and tricking missionaries.
You interested in learning more about the Church of Jesus Christ?
Come on in.
So these two girls are summoned to Hugh Grant's place. You wonder, you're like, what's his motive? And that's kind of part of the cool suspense tension factor of the first half, because you're wondering what's his motive here, what's gonna happen. Is he like this, like just like this serial killer? But then he starts explaining kind of like his ideal religion and how he has searched for the perfect religion, and he wants to kind of like make them critically think and change their minds about certain things, think outside the box, because a lot of times religious people are kind of born into that mindset. They're not really critically thinking about it, right? So he wants to kind of like broaden their mindset. But you're like, okay, after a while it's like, yeah, but this is supposed to be a horror movie, right?
It will make your hearts beat faster. It may even make you want to die.
And it does get into that. I will say that this felt more like a psychological thriller than it did a horror movie. I think the first half is better than the second half. The first half is just like straight up tension, and it's really cool. The second half, there's some cool ideas in it, and it ends really strongly. It kind of makes you think. But there's some parts in the third act that I was like a little bit iffy on, and I'm like, was that cool enough? Was that as cool as the first half? And I just don't think it was. I don't think overall that it was like a horror movie that I would revisit again. I don't know if I would drink the Kool-Aid again to watch this one. I'm like, I think it's definitely one you should watch, because it's very thought-provoking and it's interesting, and the acting's great in it. I think that Strange Darling is still like on top as far as like movies that I really wanted to see last year and I didn't get to. It's still not quite on the level of Strange Darling, but would I recommend seeing it? You can rent it for like $6, maybe on Prime or something like that. It's definitely worth a watch, but I would not get my hopes up. This is not like a top-tier horror movie, but it's pretty good.
You work with us.